What does the average man on the street think about climate change?
What do you think is the difference between climate change and global warming?
Oh my God! Oh, so it's a test of intelligence.
No, it's just we're saying climate change and we have to ask people on the streets.
Climate change and global warming. I would say climate change implies anthropocentric cause, whereas global warming is just the idea that the world is in fact warming at certain times.
Okay. And
Naturally at times.
do you believe in climate change?
I believe the climate is changing, yes.
But do you believe that humans are causing it?
On a micro level, yeah.
Cool. And what's the third question? And where do you get your information?
Can you please go?
Fox News. Chipotle to all of the above.
Okay.
How old are you guys?
22.
We have shit to ask.
Julian's just turned 16.
And what's your political affiliation?
If you don't mind. Mostly him because we.
Independent.
Answer your question. What's your political affiliation?
Not mainstream.
I'm moderate. Whatever is not mainstream.
Whatever's not mainstream.
Cool.
Right?
Okay. So.
What do you think is the difference between climate change and
Global
global
warming.
warming?
Well, global warming and climate change have a lot to do with each other. Global warming is specifically partially due to climate change. Climate change is you have buildup of greenhouse gases, which causes the way greenhouse works, of course, is that, because the gases cannot escape the atmosphere, it becomes hotter. And so global warming is basically the concept that this is happening.
Yeah.
So,
Do you believe in climate change and that humans are causing it?
absolutely. And I believe that there's more than just climate change is not just getting warmer, of course. It's also causing various storms and other anomalies, such as we had hardly any snow this winter. Yeah.
Why? What do you think causes global warming or climate change? Do you think it's like our pollution or the CO2 levels? What do you think?
Well, CO2 is one of the sorts of pollution, but there's more than just CO2. There's also methane, and a lot of people don't think about it, but cow farts are a large contribution.
Yeah.
Along with a bunch of other things.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 24.
And where do you get your information? Sorry.
Well, my father's an environmental lawyer, and my mother worked at the Sierra Club for 15 years.
Is he an environmental lawyer, like for a company, like?
He's
Or just free range?
Currently on his own.
Oh, that's so cool.
He used to work for ELPC, which is the Environmental Law and Policy Center.
Yeah.
So he represents the Sierra Club and other places and other organizations quite often, but his focus is on water quality.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, thank you so much.
Okay, so
what do you think is the difference between climate change and
global
global
warming.
warming?
Well, global warming and climate change have a lot to do with each other. Global warming is specifically partially due to climate change. Climate change is you have buildup of greenhouse gases, which causes the way greenhouse works, of course, is that, because the gases cannot escape the atmosphere, it becomes hotter. And so global warming is basically the concept that this is happening.
Yeah.
So,
Do you believe in climate change and that humans are causing it?
absolutely. And I believe that there's more than just climate change is not just getting warmer, of course. It's also causing various storms and other anomalies, such as we had hardly any snow this winter. Yeah.
Why? What do you think causes global warming or climate change? Do you think it's like our pollution or the CO2 levels? What do you think?
Well, CO2 is one of the sorts of pollution, but there's more than just CO2. There's also methane, and a lot of people don't think about it, but cow farts are a large contribution.
Yeah.
Along with a bunch of other things.
Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 24.
And where do you get your information? Sorry.
Well, my father's an environmental lawyer, and my mother worked at the Sierra Club for 15 years.
Is he an environmental lawyer, like for a company, like?
He's
Or just free range?
currently on his his own.
Oh, that's so
He used to work for ELPC, which is the Environmental Law and Policy Center.
Yeah.
So he represents the Sierra Club and other places and other organizations quite often, but his focus is on water quality.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, thank you so much. Do you think there's a difference, or is there a difference between climate change and global warming?
There's a little bit of difference. Climate change is just basically how the weather goes up and down. Global warming is a specific, effect of, I guess you could say, climate change and all the effects of everything around the area as far as pollution and things like that.
What do you think causes climate change or global warming?
Oh wow, that is.
Or do you believe in it
Or
at
do you
all?
believe in it at all?
What, climate change?
Yeah.
That it's caused by us or by
I guess I can't really say it's caused by us, but I guess kind of say over the years of evolution and things like that, the weather tends to go up and down every few years, so you can kind of multiply that by as long as the Earth is moving around, and basically kind of say that climate change is always going down, but you don't really control it.
Okay. And how old are you? 30.
Okay. And where do you get your information?
Where do I get my information?
Yeah,
Like, what do you like?
How do you
affiliate
learn
with,
about the climate? Like, do you just watch TV or like read the news or?
I basically watch the news and study about it.
Oh, so where did you go? School.
I went to school, high school in Waukegan.
Oh, cool.
I went to technical school in Brevard, and I have to know a little bit about that for
Yeah.
summer studies.
Okay,
Cool.
thank you so
Okay.
much.
And if you don't mind me asking, what political party do you affiliate with?
I'm not affiliated with anybody because I'm not registered to vote.
Independent. Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So, do you? What do you think the difference is between global warming and climate change?
I think global warming is what's really happening, and climate change is the political term for it.
Okay. And do you believe that humans are causing climate change?
Partially.
Partially. What else do you think causes it?
I think as time goes on, the planet causes itself.
Okay. And where do you get your information about
Like
climate
the
change?
news,
Yeah.
Emails, the news, different
Social networks.
groups, social networks, and also like groups that have to do with nature and stuff.
Yeah. I'm surprised no one says social network. Like that's how I found out all my stuff.
And how old are you?
22.
Okay. And if you won't mind me asking, what political party do you affiliate with?
Democrat.
Okay. Okay.
No,
Okay.
you can be like that. It's fine.
Yeah. So what's the difference between global warming and climate change? Do you know?
What do you think?
What do you think? I mean, this is just your opinion. There's no real.
I don't know, honestly. Tasha, what's this thing
You
global
can be-
warming and climate change?
Well, I mean, I think there isn't any. It's all theory.
It's a pretty good answer.
So it's all what you think, but I think that a lot of people think that climate change has more to do with global warming. Personally, I don't think it does.
What do you think causes global warming or climate change?
Or do you
Well,
believe
I
in
think
it at all?
Global warming is caused. Well, I guess they go hand in hand.
It's,
No, it's okay.
we can edit this for our teacher anyway. I mean, he doesn't
It's not a
really
big
care. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think pollution.
Cool. And do you guys like research or like where do you guys get information about like the environment or climate change or just like in the news, just like reading and stuff? Cool. And how old are you guys? You just have to know.
25.
Okay. Cool.
Thank you.
I get confused with New Zealand all the time.
Really?
See, I was just about to say I get confused with New Zealand all the time. Okay.
So
Sorry.
cool.
So
You want me to smile? You want me to look?
No,
You
it
can do
doesn't
whatever
matter.
you
Don't
want.
worry. What do you think, or do you think the difference is between climate change and global warming?
I think they're both connected. Very much so.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an engineer and I work in the water area. So
Ah.
I spend a lot of my time thinking about these things.
What do you think causes global warming and climate change?
I think greenhouse gases are largely responsible.
Do you think we are causing global warming?
I'm not so sure about that. Anthropogenic, whether it's anthropogenic or not, but the reality is that we have far too much carbon dioxide in the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Okay. Where do you get your information?
Where do I get my information?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
just have
like
to ask people
news or like we have to ask people.
Yeah.
Out of textbooks, out of my own research.
That's the best answer we've got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you mind asking how old you are? Sorry.
Certainly. How old do you think I am? You answer my question.
I think you're like, well, I'm going to say that that's your grandson.
That's my grandson.
So I'm going to go with like 67?
Pretty close. 67.
Oh.
Mid-60s, yeah. And if you don't mind us asking, what political party do you affiliate with?
You don't have to answer.
In Australia, with the Liberals,
Sure.
which is sort of the equivalent. Look, I guess if I was here, I'd be a Democrat for sure.
Okay.
Because I like Obama.
It's pretty cool.
Well, thank you so much.
In the end, we learned that most people had a lot of opinions about climate change, but didn't have a lot of research to back it. We think that a lot of people probably just listen to one news station or one newspaper and just take everything it says for facts without questioning it.